My position as government of Uganda, we are not giving Kyagulanyi the pleasure of a Ugandan ambassador sitting next to Kyagulanyi at any platform. Kyagulanyi has committed treason. Is good.
Kyagulanyi has committed treason. Did you hear that? That was a slip. Let's play it one more time. Listen here to what he says. Kyagulanyi has committed treason.
We are not giving Kyagulanyi the pleasure of a Ugandan ambassador sitting next to Kyagulanyi at any platform. Kyagulanyi has committed treason. Is good.
Kyagulanyi has committed treason.
To betray the good names of the people of Uganda to those bazungu out there. So we will not give the pleasure.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, now we understand why Bobi Wine is in hiding. Many of us actually knew why Bobi Wine is in hiding, but Minister of Foreign Affairs Oryem revealed the case, the charges they're planning to accuse Bobi Wine of having committed treason. Listen to this story. This was a slip.
Okwosa olunaku lw'eggulo pulezidenti wa NUP Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu yasinzidde ku mutimbagano n'ayogerako eri ensi yonna mu lukuŋŋaana olwatudde Geneva, Switzerland, ono yatutuulidde abazungu emivuyo egyeyoleka mu kalulu ka 2026 n'embeera gy'awangaliramu mu kiseera kino nga yeekukumye.
Tibabadde bazungu bokka, yatutuulidde olukuŋŋaana.
Speaking to you while in hiding. This is because as soon as the election was finished, Museveni's son, who is also chief of the Ugandan military, issued an order to take me to him, dead or alive.
Mu kiro ekikeesezza leero, Paalamenti y'omukago gwa Bulaaya efulumizza ekiwandiiko ekiyita omubaka wa Uganda Brussels okulabikako ng'ennaku za mwezi 23 mwezi guno abeeko by'atangaaza ku byeyoleka mu kalulu ka 2026 mu Uganda. Minisita omubeezi avunaanyizibwa ku nsonga z'ebweru w'eggwanga Okello Oryem atutegeezezza nti minisitule y'ensonga z'ebweru w'eggwanga ne gavumenti okutwaliza awamu si baakukkiriza mubaka wa Uganda eyayikiddwa kugenda gye baamuyise.
Whether I receive it or I don't receive it, I will give it. It is not important. But what I'm telling you, it will not happen. My ambassador will not be appearing. It will appear.
My ambassador is not your ambassador. He's an ambassador of a country, Uganda. My ambassador. These are ownership language.
It will give Kyagulanyi the pleasure. It will get credibility. It will be more noticed.
Imagine, listen to the mind of this guy, Oryem. We are not going to appear before EU Parliament because we'll give Kyagulanyi, accord him relevancy, or he'll be more noticed. This alone is already been noticed. I mean, if he's going to be invited to speak at Geneva, if you're going to be summoned by the EU Parliament, he's already been noticed. And your refusal to appear before the EU Parliament, you're giving him more relevancy. So the best idea would be, okay, let me appear there and eviscerate all these talking points. Like the EU Parliament suddenly discussed the lawlessness and impunity in Uganda. So in order to really pour water on what Bobi Wine said and what these people are saying, is you appear before them with proof, with evidence. Be like, oh, these are all lies. Go there, annihilate their talking points. But you saying, oh, I'm not going because then Bobi Wine is going to be noticed. It is you playing hide and seek that is boring.
My ambassador to appear with him in any platform at all, be it in Uganda or outside Uganda. And therefore, my ambassador will not be appearing with him in any platform.
The document is coming from European Parliament, not from Kyagulanyi.
So what? So what?
Okello Oryem agamba nti eky'omubaka wa Uganda okuyitibwa akyesigamizza ku bubaka obwafulumisiddwa pulezidenti wa NUP Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu bw'agamba nti bwawuddisizza abazungu.
This is an independent government ruled by the NRM government, by President Yoweri Museveni, who just recently won election by over 70% vote support by the people of Uganda. Why should we be shaken by some? Kyagulanyi, this is not the first time Kyagulanyi has been to those people. Has it helped him? Wasn't it there in 2022? Was there in 2022? Did it help him?
asinziddewo olunakakasa nti bo tebajja kukolera ku ntoli za Kyagulanyi era omubaka wa Uganda si baakumukkiriza kugenda gye baamuyise.
My position as government of Uganda, we are not giving Kyagulanyi the pleasure of a Ugandan ambassador sitting next to Kyagulanyi at any platform. Kyagulanyi has committed treason. Is good.
Kyagulanyi has committed treason. Did you hear that? That was a slip. Let's play it one more time. Listen here to what he says. Kyagulanyi has committed treason.
We are not giving Kyagulanyi the pleasure of a Ugandan ambassador sitting next to Kyagulanyi at any platform. Kyagulanyi has committed treason. Is good.
Kyagulanyi has committed treason.
To betray the good names of the people of Uganda to those Bazungu out there. So we will not give the pleasure.
Okay, now you know for real why Kyagulanyi was actually smart to decide to hide away from these folks. That was a slip of a tongue. He wasn't intending to, because these folks that the Chris Bariomus, the government spokesperson, and the rest of other minions within the Museveni regime have been saying, oh, Bobi Wine is safe to come back home. There's no charge. Nobody's hunting for him. He's not committed any crime. Only for Okello to come out and be like, Kyagulanyi committed treason. So, I think it was actually a brilliant idea for Bobi Wine to decide to hide shortly after the election, because this has because he had learned from what we listened from Winnie Byanyima yesterday when she held a press conference and said and it was actually to tell us the chronological events of the actually not even post-election, but before, during, after. And you could use the same template on on how Besigye was treated when he was running against Museveni. From way back in early 2000s up until to 2016, when he's like, okay, I give up. I'm not going to be participating in this sham election anymore. Now, I don't want that to be a debate. I know for sure there's some people who think that boycott should be the only way, the way to go. And others who believe we should go and participate and expose further the criminal regime. That will be a debate for another day. But Bobi Wine decided to hide from these folks because he knew they were planning to open up trumped-up charges. I mean, right now, they're accusing his deputy president for Buganda region, Muhammad Buwanga Chivumbi, for terrorism. Listen here.
The first time he ran, 2001, after that election, he fled into exile.
Yep.
He spent 5 years in exile.
Yep, they were pursuing him, Dr. Kizza Besigye, in 2001. He spent 5 years in exile.
That was not normal. The next election, 2006, for that one, he spent half the campaigning time in prison, facing the same charges he's facing today.
Yep.
Treason, even rape.
Including rape. He was accused of raping. Imagine all these trumped-up charges.
Was there.
And treason too. Isn't it funny? They accuse Besigye of treason and they release him. Imagine how they reduce the judiciary. How you accuse somebody of treason and just to let them off the hook. Like, oh, nothing. Oh, that was a glitch.
Half the time in the presidential election, the main candidate was in prison. That was not normal.
That's 2006.
The next election, the third one, 2011, he was assaulted.
Yep.
I had to take leave from my job in New York to come here to evacuate him to Nairobi to be treated after he was physically assaulted, almost made blind. That was not normal. Should I go on? The fourth election. He was held here after the election, prisoner in his own home, unable to step outside for months. We had to fight and fight and fight for him to be able to step out and be normal.
In 2021.
Now see this young man, Robert Kyagulanyi. He comes out of an election and has to flee, hide. Finally now we have heard him speaking from Geneva. He runs away. His wife, Barbara Itungo, is assaulted in her home. And the head of the army proudly displays a picture of her in a humiliating position, like sitting and crawling on her bare floor, her house ransacked, and a soldier over her head.
Exactly. So you see, this is a pattern and practice. The MO, official MO of the NRM criminal regime. 2001, Bestie is forced into exile. 2006, he's accused of rape. He's accused of treason and spends half of his campaigning in prison. In 2011, he's arrested and assaulted by that very bizarre spectacle of, what's his name, Gilbert Bwana, when he was pepper sprayed around Murago roundabout. Then you have 2016 when he was kept under house arrest shortly after the election. And then that's when he's like, I'm not getting myself involved in this anymore. Then you have 2021 where Bobi Wine's supporters were abducted, tortured, many murdered in broad daylight, many disappeared up to date. We've never seen them, and many will never see them. Bobi Wine was placed under house arrest. Many of his people killed, friends and close associates. Then you come to 2026. Many people abducted, killed, tortured, disappeared. A failed attempted arrest on his life. They're placing his deployment, heavy deployment at his house, keeping him in a government radar and surveillance. They're hunting him down. They're trying to find him so that they can keep him in house arrest and open up. Now that we're finding out trumped up charges of treason. This is wrong. And I'm going to keep making all this noise forever. I'll never stop. There will never come a point where I'll be like, okay, I think I am tired now. Absolutely not. I'll beat that drum forever. And say, Uganda shall be free. We shall overcome. Yes. Y'all know I love music. And this is what represents how I love music. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. I think they say, in my heart I know, we shall overcome. I'll continue using this platform to expose the lawlessness and the impunity. I believe somewhere, somehow, a few folks within the Museveni regime will have an epiphany and think about the next generation, the direction of our country. Somewhere, I believe, like I usually say, I accept the finite disappointment, but I'll never lose the infinite hope. Somewhere, people will wake up and realize, and we shall chart a new trajectory for our country. We cannot continue having that sham of an election where people are killed, where the president comes out and says, okay, if you dare protest, my soldiers have guns that hold 120 bullets. President of a country speaking to your citizens, where you have your son, who happens to be the commander of our defense forces, who boasts about the abduction, the torturing and killing of innocent people, who boasts about how he's killed 22 of his political opponents and how he's pursuing to kill more. Really, that is a thing I will never shut this mouth for. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. I'll make that noise forever. Come on. Now, for folks out there who have been accusing Bobi Wine of hiding, now you know why he's hiding. These folks had already. This was all by design. This is what we're going to do. Just like they had planned to rig an election. Jeez. All right. See you guys. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. In my heart I know we shall overcome. I think it goes like, we shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome.
Did you enjoy what you just watched?
I'm sure they did.
I'm going to guess that you did. How about you consider subscribing to Mordecai Marissa Live YouTube channel? Thank you.